Here is Donut, renamed to Victoria by the owner that purchased the dog, still remaining with us for training. I want to show you the first 2 sessions in consecutive order on how to shape the behavior to go into the crate. Of course, here she's trying to do behaviors that have been clicked for before. It can be kind of frustrating, so I'm just ignoring it and focus on the new behavior in presence of the crate to consider to go into it. And I ignore if she does behaviors that she knows could trigger the click, such as down, right? So here I'm taking small increments of orientation to the entrance of the crate to click and reward into the crate. She seems to be getting the idea. I'm not luring her, I'm not helping her at all. I'm just paying attention to any orientation to the entrance of the crate. Then I click and reinforce into the direction I want the behavior to go, which is into the crate. Don't be mistaken, I don't toss the treat into the crate and lure her to get into it. Clearly visible, I click for sticking her head in there. First of all, I did any orientation to the entrance of the crate, and now she's more and more considering going in there in small increments on her own, operantly conditioned now that she sticks her head in there, it clicks, and I feed into the crate. You see that she doesn't really like to be in there for now, so she's kind of hesitant, but the only way to get the click and the food is to be comfortable to step by step move the body into the crate. Here we are, front feet in the crate, click and feet into the crate. Still other consideration on her mind, but they don't work for right now. We are focusing on one behavior, which is go into the crate. She can come out whenever she wants. I'm not going to force the issue for her to being in the crate. That would be foolish. I want her to find out going in the crate triggers a click, and you'll get more and more reinforcement, more and more treats if you consider being in there. So here she was in there, not coming out, and I clearly manipulated her behavior by saying, okay, that's right, be in the crate and it pays. It's a good place to be. Here she had 3 feet in the crate, and I click and feed her into the crate. She turned around and put her front to me, which means she was already all the way in there, and now she decided to actually stay in there. I have to be quick with my click, not to accidentally click when she turns around and comes out. I've done that before, and all of a sudden the dog is not wanting to go in there because I accidentally clicked for turning around and coming out. So it's a critical phase right there, and definitely to be fed into the crate, not indirectly outside. 4 feet in there, turned around after the click, and gets the food into the crate. Here's the next session. She's jumping on me toward the treat. No reprimandation, except for a little push there to block that behavior. And we pick up the crate shaping operantly, just like almost where we left it off in the session before. Here, since I saw that the orientation from the crate kind of goes to the crate kind of goes away, I clicked for being in front of the crate to raise her consideration of doing that behavior to go into the crate again. So I stepped back a little bit in my expectations, because I saw it's not highly considered as I possibly would expect it. And I see what she offers me toward the entrance of the crate. And here I'm good enough, or happy enough, for 2 feet being in the crate, or the head being stuck into the entrance. If behaviors don't seem to be established as deeply as you think they were, you always have to step back and lower your expectation and kind of reset to a start, if you wish. So after I backed up with my expectations, you see that I kind of reshape the behavior of going into the crate. She was just half body length in, and now she decided, okay, I'm going to go in all the way, and I'm going to stay here because obviously it's a good place to be to obtain a reward. And I feed and feed and feed for her being in there. And if she is thinking about coming out, like right there, I let it go. But the scene before was that she put 1 foot out, and I fed her into the crate backwards, so to speak. It's still not quite there. There she is, hopping in there. I click and feed into the crate, into her, before she can even put a foot back out. She realizes that being in the crate after the click produces reward, and of course in the right direction. Here I didn't let her pick up the drop of the food for coming out. There will be the wrong reward for the wrong behavior, so to speak. That you let her pick it up as she steps out could reinforce the coming out of the crate more than the going into it. Let's see what she does. Goes in all the way, gets a click, and gets fed in the crate. Make sure you don't feed when she stretches her head out of the crate. And I close the crate to avoid her going in there and not getting rewarded.